Did I go into it with expectations? No, I really didn't. Did I come out with it with a changed mind? No, I didn't. It's not worth watching. I saved 4 hours of your life. You're welcome. Hi, my name is Bria Rose. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I talk about all things pop culture and fandom related. So, if you don't know, Netflix just released the new Hype House reality show, and I actually had no idea that they were coming out with a show about the Hype House. I had just come across the trailer like the day that it came out, so I decided to give it a try because I apparently hate my life. The Hype House is a TikTok content house founded in December 2019, with most of the funding coming from Thomas Petro, Chase Hudson, aka Little Huddy, Alex Warren, and Daisy Keech. According to Influence Marketing Hub, a content house is a space for creators and influencers to come together and collaborate. And space is a loose definition. When they say space, they don't mean some cramped studio apartment in DTLA. They literally mean like a 6,600 square foot mansion with a water slide. The purpose of a content house is so members can tag each other in their content, expanding their audience, as well as collaborating and posting content to the official content house social media account. Many content houses require that creators meet quotas on the content they produce. By creating content, they rise in popularity on social media, and brands tend to reach out because they want to get their products promoted by these influencers. And so by securing these brand deals and sponsorships, that's how they're able to afford the rent for these, magnificent mansions and continuously live like this A-list glamorous lifestyle. The show follows the members of the Hype House, giving a behind-the-scenes look of their personal lives as well as business conflicts that may arise between the group that we often don't get to see. But because there's so many members in the Hype House, it was really hard to keep track of all of them in the beginning, but we're basically forced to learn all of their names against our will, because every time they re-enter a scene, they could come in at the beginning and then 5 minutes later when they re-enter, they literally put their name down at the bottom. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can list all of their names now by memory. That's not really a fact that I'm proud of. I just wanted to say that I'm pretty sure I can name them all. Nikita Dragun, who is not part of the Hype House, she's just there. She sums the show up perfectly. She basically calls it a show with petty high school drama and a ring light. It's not even worth getting into the plot in this video because there is none. I'm pretty sure I actually lost brain cells just from the lack of awareness from these entitled influencers who apparently can't spare 10 seconds out of their day to post a TikTok and then just continue living in their $5 million mansion. Thomas Petro, who, like I said, is the main founder of the Hype House, he calls himself like the dad of the group, or like the manager who doesn't take a percentage. He basically just complains the whole series about how no one's helping him, no one's contributing and doing their part in the group. It's all on him. All of the business responsibilities and financial matters fall on his shoulders. Nobody's making content. So he calls his friends a bunch of freeloaders, which he's not wrong. But then again, takes no active steps as a leader to see any change. Why are you just going to sit there and complain, but then not do anything about it? I'm not even exaggerating at this point. This is a clip of an actual meeting that they have. They're all just lounging around, and this dude over here is even sleeping. This show tried really hard to make it out like they're some sort of tight-knit family and they always have each other's backs, but then they go and talk shit behind each other's backs. And never throughout the series do they ever come together to try to help Thomas out or try to say yeah, we'll make more content, we'll help you out, we're in this together. None of that happens. And it's literally in the last episode where Thomas is you know what, I'm gonna shut down the hype house because I need to take care of myself. There are a lot of things holding me back from my past that I need to address, and the hype house is just not healthy for me anymore. But then literally at the end of the episode, he's like, psych, y'all thought the hype house is not shutting down. Hold the headlines. The hype house is continuing. There was nothing in between for him to suddenly change his mind. I think they just needed some type of like suspenseful like thing to happen in the last episode. So they just kind of threw that in there. And I just was like, okay. Everyone in the show annoyed me at one point or another, whether that was with their sob stories. And I'm not trying to invalidate anybody's personal stories or feelings or anything like that. It was just the show itself, like through the editing portion mainly, it was done in poor taste. Everyone had some sob story or they just made horrible choices. So everybody just really annoyed me. The only person that I think was like saying what probably all the people who were watching the show were thinking was Vinny. He actually was like the most chill out of everybody. Didn't have like a sob story, didn't like make terrible choices, and was just saying what was on everybody's mind. Take a look at this clip, for example.
Hey guys, editing me here. So I couldn't pull up the clip, but basically it happened during the business meeting where Thomas lets Vinny know that they're supposed to be posting at least 8 bang videos a month, and Vinny had no idea that that's what was expected of him, and he just said, you should just tell me up front what I need to do.
Again, Thomas is not a good leader, or like at least he's not portrayed as a very good leader in this show, because don't you think that you should have discussed with the members of your family, your group, your team, whatever you are, the amount of content output that is expected of them every month in order to literally pay the rent? That seems like something that y'all should kind of discuss before signing any sort of rental agreement. And the fact that Vinny did not know and was not aware of this, I was like, that just doesn't make any sense. How do you expect any content creation to get done if there is no set goal every month to make that happen? No wonder nobody's making content. Also, what are bang videos? We gotta post a bang video, and I'm like, is that a TikTok? Am I old? Also, side note, sorry, I'm like looking down because my laptop's here, so disclaimer halfway through the video. Not to mention, it wouldn't be a TikTok reality show without the improper use of masks. They literally also had an episode where Larray tested positive and still went to a party, and then they were all complaining. The whole episode is actually kind of funny. Oh man, we have to be quarantined for 2 weeks in this mansion with like my friends. I hate it here. And they still weren't creating content. But then because they were complaining the whole time during that one episode, and then the episode right after they went on like continuing like everything was normal, like no masks, no social distancing, going out outside of their social circle, you would think they would learn their lesson. They know exactly what they're doing, but they're just making money anyway, so they're like, I don't care. And honestly, yeah, I was rolling my eyes throughout most of it. Just frustrated, you know? And I think at the end of like watching this show, as soon as episode 8 closed, I was tired. We've seen it time and time again, these influencers making mistakes, getting into controversy on purpose for the most part. Obviously not going to take accountability for their actions. Why would they? So just tired of these influencers receiving these opportunities that they claim in the show they've worked so hard for, and yet they're wasting them. I don't understand what the point of this series was. I did not come out of this series with a changed mind, with a change of heart. There was just nothing really there. There was no substance. It's really disheartening because these influencers, it's literally in the title, right? Like, to influence people. They have these platforms. They could really do something to better the world, better society, and they're not. And I think that's why we're just so tired at this point. At least I am at this point, because I have so many friends who are artists. I mean, they are grinding day in and day out to get these types of opportunities, to get, you know, a Netflix deal, because they actually have something to say through their art. It really is just a shame. And what's even worse is that me making this video, right? And I'm sure there's gonna be hundreds, if not thousands of videos talking about this show. Well, obviously all of us had to watch it and, you know, to be able to make this video criticizing it. And that's just another view for, you know, a major network like Netflix who's seeing that we're talking about it and then being like, yeah, let's renew it for a second season, leaving out those opportunities for like those artists that I was talking about before that actually want to better this world. Did I go into it with expectations? No, I really didn't. Did I come out with it with a changed mind? No, I didn't. It's not worth watching. I can't believe they canceled Julie and the Phantoms for this. Sorry to leave the video on like a sour note, but that's just how what I was thinking, you know, right after watching the show. Those were kind of like my concluding thoughts. So if you like this video, leave a like. Comment down below if you have seen the Hype House reality show yet, or if you're not planning on seeing it. I saved 4 hours of your life. You're welcome. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Let me know if you want to see any more social commentary videos like this. If you are interested, you can also comment down below what you want to see me cover next. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!